So to start out, you need to have extremely damp hair. Don't towel dry it or touch it with a t-shirt or anything. It just needs to be damp. In step one, I have loosely kind of separated my hair into two sections, and then I put the DevaCurl Light Defining Gel, smoothing it over each section. I use a pretty healthy amount of gel. Really, the more the better. You can't really use too much. It won't really help you to skimp at all, except for maybe your budget, but it won't make your hair look any better. So now I flip my hair over and I'm going to put gel on the underneath portion of my hair and make that part disappear because that's not cute. And then I smooth even more gel over on the sides of my hair. This step I usually do over the sink or over a towel. What I'm doing is taking the gel and squishing it into my hair and kind of lightly squeezing some of the water out, and it's just kind of messy and it drips everywhere, so it's best to do it over the sink or over a towel. Step 3, I spray my hair with DevaCurl Set It Free, which is one of my new favorite products. It adds shine and reduces frizz, which I'm always dealing with frizz, always. Step 4, I scrunch my curls upward toward the root with my Devatowel, but you can use any microfiber towel or a cotton t-shirt to do this. It takes out some of the water so you're not dripping all over the place on yourself. Make sure you do this gently though, because your curls are fragile, so you don't want to manhandle them because it will create unnecessary frizz even with a microfiber towel. Next, I insert my two-prong clips at the root of my hair. It helps to create volume at the roots to give your hair better overall shape, because curly hair tends to have volume towards the ends as opposed to the roots of the hair. There's no real right way to do it. It's just wherever you think your hair needs a little extra volume and you just clip it in there. And that's pretty much the entire science of it. In this step, I diffuse my hair. I don't have a fancy diffuser or anything, which is why I didn't bother showing it off to you guys. It's just your run-of-the-mill diffuser. You know, maybe one day I'll get a fancy diffuser. But for now, I have the Old Faithful, and, you know, it does its job. So the way I diffuse my hair is I just sort of diffuse it gently, focusing on the whole thing, but really focusing on scrunching up with the diffuser areas that need help in the curl department. I found sections that don't get as spirally as others, but I try not to move the hair too much. I used to do this thing where I take the ends and then like plop them on top at the roots, and while that created more volume, it also created more frizz, and frizz is my arch nemesis. So what I also do is I just let the diffuser like kind of blow on the roots of my hair and towards the back. Also, as I'm doing right here, because I find that these areas have a harder time drying than certain other areas, and I like for it to dry. Well, obviously I like for it to dry, but I like for it to dry as quickly as possible. Usually I diffuse my hair about 80% of the way and let it air dry the rest. If I'm really impatient, I'll go back through and just do this same technique I've done on the roots on my entire hair so that it dries quickly. So after my hair is 100% dry, I can finally take out my Deva clips and not look like an alien anymore. And so this is always nice to look like a human being. And so you take the clips out, and it can be sometimes a little bit challenging because the hair is really crunchy from the gel at this point, and they get kind of tangled in there. And yeah, I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but it's just not the easiest thing to take them out always. This is my favorite and final step, when I finally get to flip my hair over and scrunch and fluff and get all that volume put back in it, because it will dry very small and very, very crunchy. But it's pretty miraculous because you can just scrunch and the curl cast will disappear with some scrunching, and it'll bring back all the volume that you really need. And then you flip your hair over and you have soft, silky curls. And it's pretty great. Even throughout the day, I'll flip and fluff even more, and I can get even more volume than even this here. So thanks for watching my video, guys. Hope you enjoyed my hair routine, and stay tuned for more.